So welcome everyone again to yet another video. Today I'm just going to be touching on a few concepts that can help you at least have a long-term view or a long-term perspective for your forex trading journey that can really help you I think stay grounded, which is really important, and can also help you cultivate and prepare yourselves for the journey in itself, because as much as it looks rosy online, it's not as easy as we think it is. However, I think with time, dedication and focus, and just upping your skill in itself, also being patient with yourself and giving yourself some grace, I think you can come out on top eventually. So the very first concept I'm going to share with you, some of these concepts, I think three main concepts that resonate with me and that have stuck by me through some of the reading material. One of my favorite books that I am reading at the moment is called The Psychology of Money. I think it's a fantastic read. And if you haven't read it, I think you should find some time to get yourself a copy and then just peruse through it, and you will find some interesting concepts and stories in there. So I'm going to share with you my top three. So the first one is the power of time and consistency in Forex trading. Here we had touched on earlier about the concept of compounding, which is the magic of time, right? So tying this to our trading journey, just like long-term investments, we know some examples of people who have traded or invested in the long term. One of them is world-renowned trader Warren Buffett, who has held his portfolio for decades and decades, and has slowly been increasing his portfolio size, just investing in the stock market. And he's rode that wave up and downs. Many have come and gone, and I've seen him and have still left him there as one of the richest investors in the world. And his has been a power of compounding. So we do want to treat Forex trading or any other type of trading like a business. So we have to tie it just like long-term investments. Consistent small wins in Forex, when reinvested wisely, if your strategy allows and account size permits, can lead to a significant growth over time. So key concept here is reinvesting wisely. So some of the profits you're making are not just all for sherehe or going out to party, or flying out, going on vacations. Take some of those profits. I'm not saying don't do it. I think do it, but also take some of those profits as well. Reinvest them back into the trading business, either into buying more prop firm accounts or building up your personal trading capital. Because it is important to have a trading account with the Forex or evaluation firms. And then it is also important to have a personal account, because in history or previously, some things have happened where people have all their capital set up with prop firms, and then the prop firms go bust or go under, and there goes your cash cow or your main source of income. And then now you're stuck and trapped trying to rebuild, which can be very tedious and very demoralizing. So have your prop accounts, scale them up all the way, 200, 300, 400K, but also have your the profits that you're making from there, withdraw them, put them in a personal account and grow your own personal account, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50,000, all the way to the sky's the limit, I think, at this point in time. So avoid the get rich quick mentality, which is where people are giving you false promises, where you're just looking for maybe signals to just go in and go out, or you don't want to do the thinking, you don't want to do the heavy lifting, you don't want to do the understanding, which a lot of beginners can get trapped in. So they get trapped in this get rich quick mentality and then end up losing a lot of money and a lot of time as well. Time, I think, is the most precious commodity. So if you're losing a lot of time, years and years, just trying to find the perfect signals, I don't think they do exist. They are concepts that you can be learning and mastering on your own, where the money that you're putting into trading, into getting into some of these signal rooms, you just trade them on your personal account and you can be profitable over time. So focus on sustainable, consistent growth. Focus also on perfecting your skill. Focus on getting as much knowledge as you can. Focus on perfecting yourself and the process. A lot of people do say, trust the process, but you also have to enjoy the process. So get yourself to a place where you can wake up every day. It's part of your daily routine. It's part of your life. And that is what will make you a better trader. So the quote from the book Psychology of Money says, compounding works best when you can give it a very long runway. So with a long runway, the runway here is time, time in terms of years. If you can give it a couple of years, trading is not a profession or a business where you get in now and you want to exit now. But if you give it 5, 10 years, it can definitely pay off. There are traders who've been in the industry 20, 30, 40 years. This has been their career. This has been one of the businesses they do. If you do want to venture into other things, some have traded for 5 years. The profits they made from trading, they got into real estate and other businesses. You can also do that. However, the runway has to be long enough for you to go through the learning curve, then finally come out on the other end, a profitable, consistent trader. So understand that becoming consistent as a profitable trader takes time and dedication. So focus on learning and refining your strategy, managing risk effectively, and aiming for consistent percentage gains rather than chasing unrealistic overnight fortunes. So celebrate small, consistent wins as steps on your long-term journey.